go ahead and go whatever.
Give me 1 second. I'm chewing. I'm eating a food.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, maybe this. Here.
We were talking in between, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fucking cold open. We were talking in between sessions about like, hey, you want to do another one?
I'm eating.
We were talking in between sessions about like, hey, you want to do another episode? I feel like that was pretty good. And Jay said, yeah, let's do another. And then immediately just starts fucking wolfing down on like God knows what.
Oh, God, it's so fucking yummy.
Hey everybody, I'm queer.
I'm not so queer.
Welcome back to the
GameQueers. Today we're gonna continue playing Cars not Mater National. We're playing Cars the video game.
Not Mater National.
It's literally not Mater National.
I wish we were playing Mater National.
It's not even that I wish we were playing Mater National, because that would be another kind of a headache sometimes. But I feel like on emulator, this game's very reliable.
You're right. This game is, and also it is better because the loading screens are not minutes long like they are on console.
They are
They're
decently
just
long on
10 to 15
GameCube
seconds.
though.
So you say.
Yeah, no. It's bad.
If you want to play this game yourself, by the way, there's a PC version. It's pretty like unreliable on new systems, but we're emulating
very
it.
Unreliable. If you're gonna play this, play GameCube, especially because if you're doing the spoilers, the stadium races, if you want to go on pit stops, you kind of can't on PC because it gives you one. It only gives you certain options for like button layouts, and it's only numbers. And two, there are other actual pit stop mini games you do in console version.
Yeah, I would also like to bring up that we are emulating this, and I'm keeping it at the native resolution, just to keep it true to the GameCube, to the way the game looked. Some people
They hate games looking good.
Yeah, you're right. I personally don't love the way games look at high resolution sometimes, or old games look at high resolution sometimes. I like to keep it native if it's possible.
Here's where we pull back the curtain and say, I was supposed to play this game on the Wii version of the game, or emulating the Wii version of the game, which can run at 1080p and 60 FPS. But this frickin' GameQueer over here said, no, I want to play it on the GameCube version. I wanted to play this version because it actually like runs, like it driving feels better. And that's the only reason why they're playing, and it's no other reason. It's not technical issues at all.
It would have been that, yeah. I didn't want to spend too much time configuring controls. I do have a Wiimote here. It would have been fine if I just, like, because...
Then you would have to play with Wiimote.
Well, it's not, I don't know. It would have felt a little bit more natural than, like, mapping certain buttons to certain buttons and just, like, figuring that out.
How much do you know about controlling on the Wii with the Wiimote and nunchuck?
Well, I know that down is power slide. I do remember that. That was a little weird.
Yes. Yeah, down is power slide, and it's either left or right on the D-pad is tilt.
Yeah.
Which neither of those are fun controls.
You racing your crew chief.
They're not good controls. They're simply not.
Actually, one plus to playing this game yourself is that we turned off a lot of the licensed music. This game has licensed music. It's a lot of
yeah.
I want to say it's a lot of country music, and or I guess maybe Leonard Skinner did also country. I don't know.
I mean, a little bit. It's country music, early, like I'd say like rockish, almost pop punk. All American Rejects is in there, so that's more pop punk vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got a little variety of them, which I like.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that just in case there were any automated systems that would see this video, they would be like, well, there's a Disney's Cars, but you know what? Everything else is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. And which sucks because I would have loved to play some of that music because there's some really good there's really good tunes in there, and we all know that pop punk is my vibe. So
yeah. You know what isn't there though?
What isn't there?
Life is a Highway. Like that's
true.
That's very odd. I think maybe the license was too expensive because there were 3 of these Cars games that well, it was like a trilogy. There was a trilogy of Cars games before Cars 2 came out, and then they made a game for that. And in only one of them did they have Life is a Highway.
Yeah.
I guess the license was a little expensive, maybe. I couldn't think of any reason why.
But back to when you said trilogy, it's just fun because on Steam there is a Cars trilogy that exists that gives you 3 games. But then there's one game that just is not part of the Cars trilogy we're talking about, and that's Radiator Springs Adventures, which is a mini game collection. There is a third Cars game that exists on consoles, but it's not on Steam for some reason.
Yeah, it's very odd, especially since Cars Racer Rama would definitely benefit for a PC port like the most, because it had a very, I want to say it had an inconsistent frame rate on pretty much all console versions. Well, all 2 of them. I think.
Yeah.
Or no, all 3 of them.
3. There's 3, I think.
I forgot about the Wii
Yeah,
version.
there's PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii.
Yeah.
Can you tell that we like these Cars games a lot? We just keep going about fun facts about these gosh dang Cars games as opposed to actually making quips or talking about the game. We just go about fun facts about these Cars games.
Oh yeah.
Because we both love the games.
Well, I was focusing on fun facts, like I said in the first episode. I wanted to make sure like people knew about this, because I don't know if many people played these. You know?
Yeah,
like, this
true.
first Cars game, though, this one sold the best, I'm pretty sure. Like, out of all of them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have played this one. I feel like generally people see this as like a hidden gem type game, which is wild because to us it's not a hidden gem. This is just like one of our favorite games.
Yeah. I might still say this is a hidden gem, because I'm always looking at how the culture looks at things, and most of the time when people play the Cars games, it's usually not so positive, because it's like there's just not much feedback to it. You kind of have to get used to me like steamrolling these races, like, and barely even trying. There is a harder difficulty that you can use with a cheat code, but to be honest, y'all, I didn't even bother, because it's not like it's that much harder.
It doesn't make it hard.
It's really not that much
Meanwhile,
harder.
International, the second game, that one does make it harder.
Yes.
If you use the cheat code to put on the expert difficulty mode, that game is actually difficult on that difficulty.
I'm gonna make a promise right now to the fans here. If we ever decide to play Cars International on the channel at all, or on the show, we will play that game on like the hardest difficulty, just to show it off. The pacing of the episodes might be a little off because we might be trying multiple times on our track. But also,
I don't know. I feel like we've also played enough to the point where like we don't really need to anymore. Every time I play, like I might need to retry maybe one on a bad day, but on a neutral day, I would say I never have to retry.
Yeah.
Whoa, that cutscene had a cutaway to the bad guy. That's foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So the thing is like Chick Hicks is a very present villain in this game, but it's a little. You kind of have to write it out of your brain that like Chick Hicks even like how does Chick Hicks know what Radiator Springs even is and why does he care? You kind of just have to write that out of your brain a little bit. It's whatever.
Well, to be fair, everyone knows where Radiator Springs is. At the end of the first movie, all the publicity goes over to Radiator Springs and finds Lightning McQueen there. We know that's how the first movie ends.
Is Palm Mile the one of these? I'm forgetting.
Speedway, yeah. Palm Mile Speedway.
Oh, we get to show off the speedways. This is a thing.
This is a thing. It's not great. They exist.
Yeah. I will say if
I like them, but I also like weird things.
So let's start with the positives, but also let's wait till we get into it first.
Yeah, once we play.
Basically, in order to unlock these, you have to. The game tries to make it seem like you have to get enough trophies in order to unlock stuff, and you get trophies by doing missions. But sometimes they'll lock you out of these, and it means you have to do a required story mission first. What is that story mission?
They don't tell you.
Where is it? I don't know.
They really don't tell you.
They really don't tell you. It's a big problem with this game. It doesn't get solved until the next game. We're gonna have a totally relaxed time with the next game because we're not gonna get lost. We may or may not get lost in this one.
Yeah. And this game, do you want to just do some exploring in the open world? That's one of my favorite parts of this game is the open world. If you want to do some of that after.
Oh yeah. If we have enough time after this, I will definitely unlock. I think postcards is available like right away, and we can start looking for those. That might be fun.
Postcards available right away, but not all. You can't get them all right.
Chick
But
ain't
you
gonna
can
give
get,
up that trophy
you
so
know,
easily either.
most of the ones in the area.
Lightning McQueen,
We haven't
oh,
really
buddy, you better
raised our
watch your
voices
back.
yet. This is a real chill episode of GameQueers, so we might as well do something
Yeah.
chill. Yeah.
Hey Guido, all set?
Like, yeah, this is the chill we give fun facts about our interests
Lightning.
episode, as opposed to actually quip and make
Hello,
jokes.
Chick. Check
Yeah.
it out.
I just love this part.
Oh,
So,
check
big
out his
deal.
ass! Oh my god,
You know,
they're
I just
so.
figured you might want.
Like I said, like I said in the last episode, this fucking show,
I mean?
this game
You know,
is
'cause you
Lightning
always spend a
McQueen's
lot of
Queer
time
Awakening, and Chick Hicks just showed him his ass.
Yeah.
Race. We're gonna be in the race.
He also said, "I want you to get acquainted with the view." This is where we find out that Chick Hicks is a bottom. Was not expecting that.
So driven, Chick.
Yeah, I didn't expect. No, I expected it. He's giving big old brat energy right now.
I mean, he's green. Like, it was kind of written all over him.
Exactly. That is so humorous.
Well, no, I was thinking about the literal Brat album.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
album.
Editor.
Have you listened to that album ever? Have you listened to that at all?
You know, it really passed me by. And I kind of hate that it passed me by because I was trying to listen to more pop music in 2024, but that whole moment just passed me by. I was too busy getting into hip hop. I was listening to a lot of.
You were not. That was your pre-queer era. You were not hot girl brat summer enough.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of like J. Cole, Tyler the Creator. I had a phase where I was listening to Kanye West, but we're not going to talk about that.
Ew! You shouldn't have said that.
What do you mean I shouldn't have said that? I'm just being honest.
Just like the GameQueers fans just clicked the dislike button and left the video because you just mentioned him.
I literally
so sorry
haven't
to
even
say
said anything about it. It was a phase. It was a not great phase. I was just trying to pay respects.
You need to apologize for this phase.
Okay, I apologize. I
Yes,
am
paying respect to a Nazi. Everyone loves you in that. Everyone needs to do that.
look, I don't. I definitely
That's
don't.
what you're saying. Everyone loves paying respect to Nazis.
I can't tell if I really need to be super trepidatious about this. I'm just gonna say I do need to be trepidatious about this. I apologize to how do I put this? To anybody that would be offended about any kind of Nazi movement, I deeply apologize for bringing that up in this video. It seems a little. I was
I was the one who brought it up.
Were you?
And here's the thing: maybe it's too early in the GameQueers discography to have this sort of conversation.
Maybe.
This is all for bits and giggles.
I mean, yeah.
I know Mikey is not a Nazi, and I know that I'm not a Nazi.
Mm-hmm. That's not really. That doesn't really.
If I offended anyone, if I offended anyone, I'm sorry.
Let's talk about. Hey, you want to talk about the game real quick? These are the stadium races.
I would love to talk about this game. Let's start talking about this.
Yeah. So this is the. These are stadium races.
videos in my life to have to do another one.
It's weird. These are stadium races. You may notice that it's at like kind of a cinematic angle, and that's kind of the most coolness about these. Really, is like you get to really like see the crowd and like weave through cars. It's very fun on that level, but on the replay,
you can't power slide boost like you can in the normal game.
Yeah, you can't power slide at all during these. I am literally just holding left and like hoping for the best, like every single time.
Here's the thing, is that you are playing the game how I like to play these races, which is just holding left, because I feel like there's an element of learning how to, learning how to take up proper racing line. However, something the game doesn't tell you is that you can do the tilt move, which makes all of these simply that whole challenge of getting a good racing line. It's null and void. You could just tilt and make every single turn easily.
I actually forgot I forgot to show off the tilt. Let me do it. This is the tilt. You may be wondering why I'm not actually doing it. I'm just kind of having McQueen fidget. It's because you lose a lot of speed by tilting. It's a lot. You get a lot more out of it if you just tap the button, the Y button in this case. Oh no! That can
Okay,
happen
here's
sometimes.
the other thing with this. Yeah. Is if you can tell in the bottom corner, there's a little wheel gauge, which went from green to white. And there's a brief amount of time when the wheel is red, and at that point, turning is harder. However, once it goes empty again, I think this is an oversight in the game. Your turning goes back to normal. You're supposed to make a pit stop to make it so then you have to make a pit stop like this. We'll show you the pit stop.
Yeah, I'll show you the pit stop real quick.
but,
This
like,
is
you don't really
this is
need
like a like basically like WarioWare minigame. Kind
Quick
of
time
thing.
events.
And they tell you what to do at the
Quick time
bottom.
event minigame. Yeah. There's some fun ones. I actually really like these, and I like getting good at them, but unfortunately don't need to do them.
Yeah, you really don't. I'm gonna do them every time because I think it's fun, and it just adds a little
It is
visual
fun.
variety.
It also makes the race easier because when you get out of it, yeah, it makes it easier because when you get out of it, you get a nice little speed boost ahead if you do it quickly enough.
Yeah, check out my lead.
Like right
That's
now,
crazy.
We're now 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah, if you do I think that's only if you do them fast enough though.
Yeah, but it's kind of easy to do them fast enough. I'll be so honest.
Oh yeah.
Even on PC version where it gives you numbers as opposed to actual like controller buttons,
Yeah.
it's still easier.
Hey, you can I mean, I don't know. You can play the game at a higher resolution on PC, and it looks okay. But there's a lot
It
of
doesn't look good. I'll be so honest. It looks bad. There's a lot of texture flickering. There's a lot of like their mouths don't move properly. There's weird.
Yeah.
Their mouths are bad. And there's a lot of texture flickering.
Maybe I can put up some screenshots, or sorry, the editor can put up some screenshots of what we're talking about.
Tasty.
Yeah, to our editor, Tasty. We would continue with the lore that is going around Disaster Boys that we call him editor, and he's like this nebulous figure. But the thing people
We're
don't
not
know,
Disaster Boys.
the thing
We're part
I
of
want to
Disaster Boys,
confirm
but we're
right
not
now,
Disaster Boys.
the thing I want to confirm right now about the editor is that they are straight, which means they can't edit GameQueers. So we have our own editor. His
Exactly.
name's Tasty.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Here's one thing that I want to make abundantly clear, is that the Disaster Boys are boys. We're the GameQueers, and we're genderqueer. So, we're not the Disaster Boys. We may be disasters, but we are not boys.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
true.
sometimes I am, but that depends on my mood.
Yeah. But don't come at me with like it's the gender neutral boys. That's a cop out. That's a
Cop-out
cop
answer.
out. Cop out as an answer.
Cop-out
I'm
answer.
sorry. I wish I could be with you
Yeah.
on this. I really do. But don't give me a fake ass answer for your fucking fake ass label. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, you can label yourself however you want, and I'm not going to stop you, and I'll respect that label. But also, don't force me into a label.
We are.
I
I
ain't
will
no
say
boy.
we might have to do a third episode now because we are approaching 20 minutes at like. I'm sorry to break the immersion a little bit, but we are approaching 20 minutes at a rapid pace here, and we gotta wrap up. So I did not expect these races to take that long.
That's the thing about the fucking stadium races. That the biggest criticism that I can have about the stadium races is that they're literally like 6 minutes of holding left. So it goes on a little longer than you want it to.
Yep.
And
I love how it says Disney presents a Pixar film, but we're playing a game.
that's very. I have never looked at this. What's wild is that this loading screen pops up a lot in this game, and they're very long, especially on console. I've never looked that closely at that.
Okay, so next episode we're gonna look forward to. We are going to unlock a new move, and we're gonna do
New
hunting for
ability.
postcards.
Yeah.
And as
So-
always, I have been not so queer.
And I am queer as fuck, motherfuckers.
Yep, and we have been GameQueers. Have an excellent day, y'all.
Bye bye.